Hi, welcome back to The Scent Advocate. Tonight we're going to talk about fragrances that are shockingly good. These are full bottles from my collection that I recall distinctly wearing for the first time or trying for the first time, thinking, oh my gosh, these are incredible. I was completely blown away at how amazing they were. And to this day, I still am. So, everyone knows there are some really great fragrances out there. They get a lot of attention in the frag com, and that's great. I'm fortunate to have some I just didn't vibe with, but these selections from my collection are, I think, shockingly beautiful, and I don't hear a ton about them. And I really like to talk about fragrances that are amazing that not everyone is talking about. So before we jump in, if you are not yet a subscriber, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'm trying to build it up, and I would love to have you be a part of this little fragrance family here. And if you like the video at the end, please give me a thumbs up, and I would absolutely love for you to leave me a comment. I read them all. I love them, and they really make this experience, a wonderful one between me and you. And I love to hear your suggestions and your great feedback. So please do that, and let's jump right in. All right, let's see which one first. I'm so excited. Okay, the first one I'll talk about is New Notes Bonbons à la Violette, and this is an extrait de parfum. Oh, this one is good. This is a 50 ml, and I remember thinking, oh, violet. I'm not a flower person, but I definitely love violets and osmanthus and iris. So those kinds of powdery fragrances really do work well on my skin. More conventional fragrances like, jasmine, sadly, gardenia, rose, they don't always work on me. So I thought this would be pretty safe. This one was not a blind buy. This one I absolutely tested, and I'm so glad I did. I sprayed this before I started. Anyway, this is, wow, this is crazy. First of all, it looks pretty feminine leaning, right? This is a masculine leaning fragrance, but who cares? Oh my gosh, this one blew me away. I was expecting something soft, powdery, very orris, buttery. No way. This smells like a clash between, your conventional idea of a very concentrated orris butter and leather. And it's not a weak leather. It's not animalic, but it's strong. It's masculine. And it's softened a little bit by the orris, but it's such a heavy orris expression, and the leather is so heavy. It's just these two really pronounced notes coming together to create this accord that I think is really unique. An orris leather that is strong and not soft and feminine. It blew me away. I was completely shocked. And then I shared it with my family, and my husband loved it, and I think he kind of loved it for himself. When I let him smell it, I had sprayed it on a tester, and he thought I wanted it for him. I was like, no, this is for me. And he's like, oh, you think that's, for a girl? And I was like, well, I think it's for anyone who wants to wear it, but I want to wear it. So of course that made him back off. And then I tested it with my mother and my little girl, and they loved it. And they thought it was perfectly fine, perfectly unisex. Like, it didn't lean too far masculine. I think it leans seriously masculine, but it's one of those fragrances that, you know, just completely shocked the heck out of me, and in a wonderful way. And I love it. And there it is. It is Bonbons à la Violette by New Notes. Beautiful stuff. Check it out. By the way, if you don't have a glass of wine or a cup of coffee, press pause and go get some. Okay. So my husband started buying the, side note, by the way, he started buying these organic wines because he gets headaches now that we're getting a little bit older. And I'm really loving them. This one is a really good Malbec. And I tell you, the tannins are like way low. Good stuff. Anyway, moving on. Next, I have, ooh, this one just, I'll never forget. 31 Rey Cambon by Chanel. This is from the exclusive collection. Oh, yeah. This is a 75 ml EDP. The story with this one is I went into Chanel at my favorite Chanel boutique. If you've been watching the channel, you know that it is in the Wynn in Las Vegas, where we always stay there. Not usually, we always do. And I went in and I wanted to get, gosh, what did I want to get? Comets. And of course, while you're there, you have to smell everything, right? And so I did. And I left with the samples, and this one, I just couldn't believe how good it was. There was something about it that just kept drawing me in and drawing me in. It's got that human quality to it. I think there's maybe a little bit of animalic leaning musk or some cumin, but not too much. And it's got oak moss, and it's got a little bit of aldehyde. But this is special stuff, and I just couldn't believe how good it was. This is as singular to me as, you know, Chanel No. 5 or Coco or No. 19. It's really special. I don't hear a whole lot about it. And it's unforgettable, right? You smell this and you think, whoa. It makes an impression. Even if it's not your jam, it's going to make an impression on you. And it's singular in many ways. It's got a DNA. It reminds me a little bit of, gosh, I'm trying to think. Well, it's got a sexiness to it. And it's hard, but you know what? Be right back. I never do that, right? Rochas Femme. Okay. So if you like Rochas Femme, then I'm going to do a quick comparison. This is, I mean, they're definitely different, but if you like this, you will probably like this. It is a, yeah. I mean, they're not the same. They're very different, but the similar genre, it's there. So if you know Rochas Femme, you know. If you like, I mean, this takes you down an oak moss, musky, just a hint of cumin, and dried, kind of vintage feeling floral rabbit hole. And good luck to you if you go down and you develop a taste for that stuff, because you just get sucked right in, and then you want to wear it all the time, and then you want to wear it to bed, and then before you know it, you got to get a second bottle of this stuff. It is incredible. And this is 31 Rey Cambon by Chanel. Shockingly beautiful. Okay. Next, I love this house. This is Nobile, 1942, La Danza delle Libellule. The dance of the, what is it? What is a libellule? I think it's a dragonfly, I think. My Italian is not great, even though I am Sicilian. So this is a 75 mil EDP, and it is a stunner. What does this smell like? Well, it is a floral, but, oh God. This is so good. This is so good. It's heartbreakingly good. This is a gorgeous vanilla floral. It's so vanilla, it's almost a gourmand. I have heard it said that these can be called flormans. Like, you know, gourmand meets floral. Yeah. Oh, this is a stunner. Yeah, it is a sweet but green vanilla meets a beautiful yellow floral like an ylang ylang. Rich, heavy, thick, kind of gorgeous and yet tropical floral. But not jasmine and not hibiscus. Oh, it is so beautiful. And this is the kind of fragrance that if you break a sweat, it's not a bad thing. In fact, I have worn this on vacation, and we like to walk around on vacation, see the sights, do a little hiking. And when that happens, sometimes girlfriend breaks a sweat. And this just melds in beautifully. It blooms on you. This is gorgeous stuff. And I really think this is a beautiful house entirely. Everything about the bottle is stunning. The top is heavy metal. The bottle has, you know, etching in it. It's just a beautiful presentation. It is a sticker in the front, but the sticker is a beautiful, like, thick metal foil. It's just wonderful. Everything about this is fantastic. And I have heard about this fragrance before, but not as much as I would have expected, and it is shockingly beautiful. Moving on. Oh gosh, yeah, the House of Widian Cotton EDP. Now, I've not heard as much about cotton as I've heard about other Widian fragrances, like white in particular, and then there's almond that's also really good, and I have them both. I've talked about them. I love Widian. It's an absolutely amazing house. I don't think I've ever smelled anything from Widian that wasn't incredible, but this one surprised me. You know, you think cotton, and you know, it's pretty basic, you know, jeans and a t-shirt goes good with everything, clean girl, that sort of thing, maybe a little bit soapy. This stuff, like a lot of Widians, just blew me away. I was shocked. Oh gosh, how to describe this one? You know, it's almost better to describe it as a feeling. It is energy, sunshine, perfect day, perfect performance in whatever you're doing, looking your best, feeling your best, everything goes right, the road rises up to meet you, nothing can go wrong, you can't be defeated, nothing could bring you down. The world is a series of blooming wildflowers all around you, bursting with life. The clouds are puffy wisps of cotton candy, but not too sweet. just a hint of citrus, just, but not regular citrus. It's like, oh gosh, what were those orange creamsicle things from like years ago in your childhood that just tasted perfect? That, it's, does it smell like cotton, like what you would think conventional cotton? No way. That's the trick with some of these Widians. They just are surprisingly different. Like even the almond that I have doesn't smell like almonds. White, I don't know. I mean, what does white smell like? I don't know. It doesn't smell like that. That has, its own accord. Very distinct, not what I would necessarily equate with white. So this is a cheerful, happy daytime, warm weather vibe, casual, but if you found yourself in a more formal setting, you'd be all set. It's lively, it's upbeat, positive. It is Widian Cotton. Shockingly awesome. All right. Moving on. This one shocked me to the core. I don't love florals. They don't work on me. Well, here I am going around sampling fragrances in a major department store in Las Vegas, and the sales associate recommended this one, French Flower by Matiere Premier. Okay. And I'm like, no, florals don't work on me. That's what I told her. She's like, you got to try this. I'm like, no, I don't. I know me. Florals don't work on me. She's like, it's not like any normal floral. I was like, yeah, that's what they all say. I bet you say that to all the girls. Now, this was absolutely true. Oh. This is completely different. Again, kind of a Flormond sort of thing. This is a yellow floral, which I love. I always talk about osmanthus and iris and violet and such, maybe some heliotrope, but there are yellow florals that work on me too. They're thick, heavy, and almost viscous in their smell. But I don't care. They work great on me, and this is one of them. There is definitely an ylang-ylang in here coming across to me. And coconut, young green coconut, so not overly sweet coconut, not suntan oil coconut. No, this is this is incredible. And a powdery note. It's got like it's got that orris in there a little bit. Oh, it is a stunner. And let me tell you, this works beautifully any time of year. It is that kind of a floral that's, summery in its feel, but it's strong enough to wear in the winter. It can withstand the cold and just project in a gorgeous way. It's so feminine. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, have you tried French Flower by Matiere Premier? If you haven't, you should. It is shockingly gorgeous. Okay. Which one next? Whoa. All right, let's do one of the biggest shocks of my most recent fragrance experience, Nishtana by Parfums Prissana. This is 30 ml, extrait. And the nose on this, of course, is the incredible, there we go, Prin L'Amrose. Oh, I love him from Stranger's Parfumerie and Prin. I went through a church incense phase, and I've never quite come out of it. Like this I'm never not interested in church incense. And if there is, I don't know if you can call it photorealistic, if there is a realistic church incense fragrance out there, I have never smelled its equal. This is it right here. Oh boy. This is it. This is Good Friday in a bottle. and it is shockingly good. It is not too smoky. It is not too frankincense. It is perfect. This guy got it spot on, and I've smelled a lot of incense fragrances, and none of them, I'm telling you, none of them, I'm a lifelong Catholic, comes close to this, okay? This is the one. There are others that are good. This is the best. Shockingly so. Nishtana. And what's great about these fragrances from Lama Rose, they actually print the notes on here, so I'll just read them to you real quick. Frankincense, myrrh, amber, smoke, allspice, saffron, rose, cumin, black pepper. Perfectly balanced. Perfect. None of those matter. It's all about the accord. And that's church incense. And that's it right here. Gorgeous stuff. Nishtana, Parfums Prissana. Shockingly good. All right. Moving on, let's go for a big surprise out of Versatile Paris. Oh my chai. Oh yeah. There we go. This is oil. And for those of you who've been watching the channel for a little while, I am going through an oil phase. Yes, I'm appreciating it in a whole new way. My mother always told me, go for oils if you can. They last forever. They tend to be a little less expensive. She never knew why. And turns out, as is usually the case with my mom, she was right. She's usually right. This is an extrait de parfum, but it's an oil. It's a 15 ml and amazingly well priced. But of course it's pretty small. So the notes are listed on the bottle too. We've got spicy chai, milk, cinnamon, smoke, fir tree, creamy, warm cardamom. Can't go wrong with that, right? So this, oh boy. They left out toasted butter. You know, on a Saturday morning and someone's making pancakes with butter. I'm not talking margarine, okay? I mean butter. And it is just melting and getting ever so slightly brown. Like a brown butter, right? We all know what that is. And, just perfect. And there is an apple wood fire going in your fireplace. And somewhere in the distance, spice. Who knows from where? It's spice. It's wafting through the air, kind of supplementing your olfactory experience. And that's what it is. I don't get a whole lot of tea in this, but I suppose you could pick a tiny tart black tea note. Very faint. This is one of the most perfect things I've ever smelled. This is unbelievable, beautiful. Wow. If you haven't tried this, you have to. I was shocked. My mother, who lives with us, I'm so fortunate. I adore her. She lives with us. And when I got this, I think I did a blind buy on this one. I knew I'd love just based on the notes. I think I did a blind buy and she's like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. You have to, can I have it? And I was like, no, it's mine. I'm just kidding. I said, yes, you can. I ordered myself one right after, but just at the very outset of her smelling it, she had to have it. This house is really interesting too. All of their stuff is really cool. Like they've got some wild scents. I should have put it in my Wild and Wonderful video. Maybe I'll do a Wild and Wonderful too. Let me know in the comments if you think I should. These guys have like, you know, garlic bread and basil pesto and all this kinds of stuff. I mean, it's just really wild stuff, but it still smells like wearable perfume. So this is definitely shockingly beautiful. Okay, the next two are water fragrances. Okay, and I will go for one that I almost never hear talked about, and that is a crime. It is White Whale by, let's see, it is by Masque. Oh, goodness. Masque Milano. You can't really see it on the bottle, but it's Masque Milano, and it is white whale. The bottles are beautiful, by the way. They are really, this is a rubber, a very heavy rubber top, and the etching on the neck there is beautiful, and it's always got like some really nice artwork on the bottle. It's pretty thick. So as you might imagine, this is a water fragrance, but you know, oceanic. And it's got a very faint palm leaf, like there's a green, but it's not exactly herbal. And if you ever, I mean, as a Catholic, you know, I've had this experience where, you know, on Palm Sunday, you get the palms, and you make a little cross out of them. When you crease the palm, it emits a little bit of a green smell, you know, like that chlorophyll thing going on. You get that with the saline, the salty oceanic notes, but it's a perfect cross between that green chlorophyll and the sea accord. It's really beautifully done. This is universally likable. This is a perfected water, but it's got really good performance. You know, a lot of these fragrances that are aquatic like this, the longevity isn't good, the projection isn't good. These are good. This whole house is amazing. I have quite a few from Masque Milano, and these are really good. The performance is really superior. So I think this is shockingly good, but I won't stop here. Once again, white whale. This is the ultimate shockingly good aquatic I have in my collection. And it is, if you know me, you know exactly what I'm going to say. Sel Marin by James Heeley. Oh, yes. This is an EDP. It is, how many mils? It is 100 mil. By the way, the white whale, I think, is 50 mil. I think it's 50 mil EDP. This, okay. You've heard of Sex on the Beach, right? It's a drink. This is Sex on the Beach, the fragrance. And it doesn't smell like orange juice, let me tell you. No, no. This is if literal sex on the beach had a smell. This guy found it and he bottled it. This is incredible. This is something you covet. You don't wear it, you exist in it, you meld with it, oh boy, this is shockingly good. Just, it epitomizes, wow. So it's got citrus, it's got ocean, it's not sweet, it's got a very faint green to it. So I would say like a bergamot. So that's a green sort of citrus. Oh, wow. So you're on a date and you go to the beach on the date and you go for a swim in the ocean. It's summertime. It had better be. And everything is perfect. You look perfect. You feel perfect. The person you're with is perfect. Everyone's breath is gorgeous. And it's just perfect experience. And this is what it smells like. You bet. Shockingly good. All right. That is the lineup for tonight. So what do you think of these shockingly good fragrances? Do you have any of them? Do you like them? Are you going to have any of them? Are you going to test them? Let me know what you think in the comments. And do you have any others that are not talked about constantly? Okay, that's not fair. But that aren't talked about constantly that you think should be on this list. It can be from any genre. You know, I don't have a ton in my collection that are designer, But let me know what you think just the same. If it's a designer fragrance that you think should be on the list, put it in the comments anyway. Thanks for tuning in. And if you like the video, give me a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.